Hey everyone, and welcome to the last one. We did it. We got into a whole week of Who Would Wins. I'm trying to do this 3 times. Third time's the charm. I think the first time I tried to do it, I only got to like 4, and then I got to 5 the following time I tried it, and now I got to full-on 7. Woo! Anyway, we close out the week's worth of Who Wins. Plus, I actually have another one tomorrow because I do one every Monday and Wednesday normally. And we close out the week's Who Wins with Rayman, Mario versus Rayman. Now, Mario I'm aware of, and I've got, his, power-ups, main ones and all that. But, Rayman, I've heard of Rayman. I think I even played a couple of the games a little bit, like demos and stuff. But that's not one I was familiar with. So I had to look it up, and I can actually see why this fight was chosen. And this fight comes to us from Anthony Dahl, who's given me suggestions in the past. Thank you, Anthony. And let's get into it. Mario is a human plumber who goes to fight the Bowser, the dragon, dinosaur, demon, sorcerer, whatever, to save the princess from his evil clutches, and she bakes him a cake. Yeah, that's great. that's what I want when I say the princess is a reward. Cake. Not a position of power, not even a kiss on the cheek. No, I take it back. She's given him a kiss on the nose before. Hell, even Link hasn't gotten that far. But point is, no, you ain't putting out. Yeah, you give me a position of power. You baking me a cake, lady. Come on, no, it's fine. It's all good. It's a kid's game. Anyway, I kid. So anyway, yeah. Now he's pretty durable as he can take a couple hits, especially in later games before losing his actual life. And he's strong enough to pretty much break stone with his bare hands, as we've seen. He jumps up and goes boop and breaks the stone. So he's physically quite powerful for his size and decently durable. But that being said, his main abilities come from his power-ups. So going to list the 3 basic power-ups that existed for Mario originally, and since pretty much the dawn of time at this point, were the super mushroom, which basically made him grow, and then if he got hit, he'd shrink back down to his normal size. The fire flower or fireball bolt mushroom, which basically gives him the ability to fire fireballs, and the Starman, which pretty much made him temporarily invincible, temporarily indestructible, invulnerable. But then later power-ups got added to him too. Abilities that gave him the mushrooms or items that gave him the ability to fly, jump. He's got the frog suit that lets him swim. Mega Mushroom, which does the gigantic, 50-foot high Mario. There's no real marker for how big he actually is, but he looks like he's at least 50 feet high at minimum. Mini Mushroom, which obviously does the opposite, shrinks him down temporarily. Boo Mushroom, which makes him basically like a ghost and can phase through objects. Bee Mushroom, which turns him into a bee and he can fly. We'll just say he can sing. The Ice Flower, which can both allow him to walk on water and lava to some temporary degree, and also shoot ice balls. The Rock Mario, one of them is a Metal Mario, that if you saw Super Attack Sonic versus Mario, he used that for him against Sonic. And a Boomerang Mushroom that lets him throw boomerangs. But Mario does not, from the games and what we can tell, does not have very high. I mean, they've developed them now because of the way the games are now designed, usually, in a sense that he can take more hits than one, but he's still pretty squishy. He can't take too many solid hits. Usually, though, he'll take a hit and whatever power-up he has disappears, so he can pretty much guarantee 1 hit. And then when he's invulnerable or metal or something like that, he can take definitely more hits and until the ability wears out. Now Rayman is a guy who I don't know exactly what he is. I mean, I literally just looked him up and I still didn't quite grasp what he is. But he has no limbs. He's got hands and feet, but he's got no arms or legs. So his hands are basically much just floating in place. Like, ooh, there's my hands, but I have no arms. But what this allows him to do is he has a very extended reach with his punches. So let's say normally my arm is about, over 2 feet, something like 2.5 feet, something like that. So if I throw a punch, I can only throw a punch as far as my arm will, attach, because my arm can't go any farther. But Rayman can basically just go, whoop, I don't have that ability. Kind of think of it probably like a bungee cord. It stretches, goes taut, then comes back to the body. That's how I kind of see that as. So he can throw punches like that. He's capable of flying / gliding with his hair. He can do like a helicopter flying thing with his hair, or just glide. He's also capable, surprisingly, of doing energy spheres in one of the games, so he can fire energy blasts, I guess. It doesn't appear to be very powerful energy spheres, but energy spheres nonetheless. Now, he's got these things called combat fatigues. He's got 5 different versions of them, and I have to assume they're akin to Mario's power-ups, but not in the same way. Like, just getting hit's not going to make him lose a combat fatigue, I think. I think it just runs its course after a while. But he has Vortex, which allows him to lower platforms and shrink enemies. He's got the... Oh, God. He's got the Hammer Fist, or Metal Fist, which, his fists become metal. Heavy Metal Fist, that was it. Heavy Metal Fist, which his fists become metal. Lockjaw, which this lets him grab on the platforms, or ledges, and electrocute opponents. The Shock Rocket, which can fire off rockets. And he can shrink on his own will. He's got another one, but that didn't do anything combat related or anything that would affect the fight, so I didn't include that. He's also got a plug gun, which fires plugs. Okay, I'm assuming that's what it does. I didn't watch a little show they had or play the game, so I can't be for certain. I couldn't find anything that said what the plug gun actually is. It's just a plug gun. But so we won't include that. So but that being said, he's not invincible either. He's probably relatively on the squishy side, though he seems to be more tailored to close combat than Mario is. He seems to be able to, because boom, boom, I can throw the punches, extend the punches. He's capable of doing a lot more than Mario can. Need to go outside? Do you need to go outside? She's been so, just annoyed. And there's Domino. Hi, Domino. No, those are mine, Kina. Those are my pistachios. You can't have my pistachios. Oh, God. So, anyway, Domino, who do you think is going to win this fight? Mario or Rayman? Let me hear. That's interesting. So, Domino is not going to tell us what her opinion is. She's decided to keep that a secret. My opinion, however, is such. So, for this fight, we are pretty much going to allow, because I don't know the full working behind those battle fatigues that Rayman uses. If I were to guess, they work on a similar basis as Mario's power-ups in that they will run their course after a while, but they don't seem to work in the same vein that getting a hit loses them, at least from what I can tell. So what we're going to do is, these guys are going to go in with the ability to use all their power-ups. However, they're only going to get one use out of each of them. Furthermore, once they're gone, there's no getting them back. So it's not like Mario's gonna find another growing mushroom, or gonna find another invincible star, or Rayman's gonna find another one of his battle fatigue. You pop up, you pop up, you pop up. This is going to be. Since I'm leaning here with Domino. There we go. Yeah, we're both in the screen. Oh, you're gonna be a star. You're gonna be it's, she looks more, happier than she almost looks like she's just from right here, because I can see her right here. But there she's like, yep, I'm here, I'm getting attention, I'm on the computer, everything is good. Scratch your butt still. Yes, you can't see it, but I'm scratching her butt right now. So yeah, that's gonna be the frame of reference. So where does it take place? You name it, that's where it happens. Let's be fair and say this takes place in one of the Mario levels, because the Rayman world's kind of similar in many ways. So there's a pipe that can go underground, stuff like that. They meet on the top and they exchange words, and the fight begins. Now Rayman's more prone to close quarters combat than Mario. Mario is probably going to immediately go into one of his combat-oriented power-ups. Something wrong, Papa? I don't think there's anyone here. Domino, what's up? I don't think anyone is here, Domino. It's just you and me. Mario's going to go into one of his more combat-oriented ones, and if you're like a lot of players, Mario would probably go into his fire flower first. So, he's going to be firing off the fire flowers. Boom, 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 boom. So, Rayman maybe takes a fiery hit like once. He gets like, it's like, wow, then fires then maybe starts punching through. It's like, because he doesn't have limbs, he can actually extend his reach and keep the flames at bay from actually hitting him. So, then he's going to maybe throw an energy sphere to, cancel out the energy, and then finally just run in real quick, shrink himself, then regrow, and then smack Mario right in the, there we go. And then just, shrink, get in real quick, then jump up, regrow himself, or enlarge himself. That's the term I'm looking for. And then just smack Mario right in the face. Boom! Mario immediately has to get out of the flower form because he has to, fire flower. So now he's on the defensive. Rayman's probably getting a couple hits in, but Mario then uses the shrink mushroom or the mini mushroom and hides, and then uses a combo of the mini mushroom and the super mushroom, and goes from small to block, and then super big, boom, smacks Rayman, uppercut right there, just whoop. So now Rayman's just So now Rayman's suddenly decides to go into his vortex. Uses his vortex, just comes back in, lowers the platform so he can get lowered back onto the ground. Mario's about to come in for another hit, but Rayman actually shrinks Mario back down to his normal size, and then boom, smacks him again. So now Mario's just, what's going on here? Yeah, you think here. So now he's starting to get smashed up again. Rayman probably goes now into Lockjaw to electrocute Mario. Mario decides to use his Boo Mushroom to go Ghost. So now they attack base and say, what? And then all of a sudden Mario goes Ice Flower, starts freezing Rayman. Rayman can't start, he's starting to get frozen up here. He can't say, no. Oh, God. And then Rayman just says, screw it. It's like shock rocket. I'm going to blow your ass up. Mario sees a freaking rocket coming out. He's like, oh, God, tries to fly away, but it's hand-guided, and the hands are separate, so the hand probably said, so while Rayman's actually getting out of the ice, I'm going to blow your ass up, Plumber. And then Mario's just like, oh, shit. So right before, uses the invincible star, just completely say, oh, that was a close one. Rayman's like, how the hell did he do that? It's like, oh, it's me, Mario. Up yours. So now Rayman's just like, it's like, you're so going down, Plumber. And starts firing some energy balls out. And just do, kind of Dragon Ball Z stuff. Do. Mario still, Mario still has the boomerang. He still got his metal form. Still got his Mega. He's still got his B at this point. So he's still got a couple options to him. He's not out of the woods yet. So Mario's not rushing in there, using the B, just get in there. And then Mario just suddenly appears above him in metal form, about to smash down into him. It's like, oh, crud. Then Rayman uses heavy metal fist, just stops Mario, just dead in his tracks, and just starts wailing on Mario. His fists heavy metal fist is able to really break down really solid objects like rock and even some metals. So I think while it wouldn't defeat Mario, it would definitely be wearing him down. Now, at this point, Rayman's kind of exhausted most of his options. So Mario still has a couple tricks left up his sleeve, though. For instance, he used the boomerang, which luckily, with still Metal Fist active, Rayman could just crush the boomerang. Then comes in again, shrinks on his own, he could do that, or he could shrink, disappear, and then reappear, Metal Fist still activated, and just smash down on Mario again. Mario, in a desperate fit of, desperation, uses pretty much the only thing he's got left, which is Mega Mushroom, and then just grows and large. And now Rayman just, oh, crud. And Mario's like, I'm going to squash you like a little pizza pie. And then, boom, boom. And, is it the end of Rayman? Is it not? Well, here's the thing. Rayman actually has more natural abilities than Mario does. Particularly the ability to shrink. The ability to shrink, and especially if you include the ability to use the Mega Mushroom, grows like 50 to 100 feet, then factor in Rayman's ability to shrink. So let's say they're both like here. Then Mario suddenly goes like there, and then Rayman goes like that. So Rayman's he's just now hiding, waiting for Mario to because he's noticed all these things wear off after a little while. He's noticed that the right hit will do it. So, his heavy metal hands were probably gone at this point. But, that being said, all of Mario's tech, his skill, his abilities, they're all exhausted at this point. So Mario then returns to normal, and then Rayman just regrows, enlarges himself behind him, and just does the whole like, doo doo doo, and then Mario's like, oh no, and then just below Naruto, and there Rayman goes with his energy ball, Rasengan, and then just boom, Mario goes down. So. Now, granted, I may not have done this fight right because I don't know everything about Rayman and how his combat fatigues work. However, I feel that it would be Rayman who's the winner. One, because of Rayman's unique physiology. Two, he just has more natural abilities than Mario does. Mario, when you really break it down, he doesn't have any natural ability. He can do like some special like attacks and stuff like that. But that's it. He doesn't have any special abilities. All his abilities come from his power-ups. You take those power-ups away, he's slightly stronger than the guy his size. He's slightly more durable than the guy his size. Other than that, though, he's pretty outmatched. Like, that's why he lost. Spoiler if you haven't watched that fight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Spoilers for that screw attack fight. That's why he lost to Sonic, really, in the end. All the power-ups canceled each other out, so when it got down to just them fighting bare bones against each other, Sonic completely outclassed Mario because Sonic just had the better speed, agility, and fighting ability and combat ability when it came down to it. So I feel that's kind of true for Rayman. Rayman's much more akin to fighting up close. He can take more hits than Mario usually. Mario's usually down after 1 or 2. And he just, he can do energy back. The shrinking allows him to really avoid some heavy shit, especially when you go up against Mega Mario. So, but that said, there's a very plausible scenario where Mario wins this. Absolutely, he could easily just overwhelm Rayman with the fire or just Mega Mario and then just smash him real quick. So I think that's possible. I think this is more closer than some of the other ones. So I'd go about 60% in favor of Rayman, but about 40% saying that Mario could probably win. But hey, let me know if you think differently. If you do, that's cool. Let me know. Just be cool about it. Like, comment, share, subscribe. If you got an idea for who would win, Star Wars, superhero, magic, what if, a movie you'd like us to review, put in the comments below. Let us know. We will get to it at some point. I do have another who would win to do tomorrow. I've also got 2 what ifs to do today. Maybe I'll just do one tonight, which I still was going to do, and save the other one for tomorrow because I'm off tomorrow completely. But I got a who would win tomorrow. Plus Magic, Ixalan spoilers officially start this week. So I'm going to have a hard time keeping up with them, but I'll probably, just because I'm going in early all week. But then it'll be a who would win. The last of the Bleach captains who would wins are going to be this week. But don't for a second think I'm going to be done with the who would wins, folks, for Bleach. No. There is a whole other world of who would wins I got coming up for the Bleach. And actually thinking on it, I'm probably going to be doing I'm going to have to redo that one slightly because doing all the captains took me just around a year to do, I think. Let me see. I didn't do all of them. Like, I didn't do Unohana, and I didn't do Shinji. I did Yamamoto, I did Soifone, I did Gin, I did Byakuya, I did Komamura, I did Tozen, I did Shunsui, I did Kenpachi, I did Mayuri, and I've done... Yeah, so it took me 10 freaking months to do it, but I did it. But with the next ones for the next Bleach Who Would Wins that are going to be taking the place of this, I'm going to have to probably bump it up to 2, maybe 3 of them a month. Yeah, just so I could cram them out in a year, because spoilers for those, it's going to be, if you watch Bleach, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, well, I'll let you know. I'm doing the Stern Ritters next. All the Stern Ritters will all have unique abilities and things along those lines. So, yeah, and there's 26 of them. In fact, technically 27. No, actually more like 28. Now, I'm not going to do Oryu, but there's like 27 of them, 26, give or take. So, yeah. Now, I actually can't do all of them because a couple of them's abilities were never truly revealed. So, actually, it's going to be more like in the neighborhood of 23 or 24. But still, even if I did 2 a month, it would still take me an entire year to get through all of those. So I might bump it up to 3 in a month just to keep the ball rolling. But we'll see. We'll wait and see. But anyway, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll see you folks next time. Have a good